Hi everyone, this is Uniquely Robin's, and this is Robin. Thank you for joining me today. We had a few people, or I had a few people ask me to do a tutorial on the fan that I made for a swap on Facebook. So that's what we're going to do today. And you just need plastic forks. You need somewhere around 13 to 15 of them. Odd numbers seem to work better. I'm not sure exactly why, but it just does. And you can use any kind of plastic forks that you have on hand, or you can buy real cheap. I think I'm using the great value ones, so they're not expensive for a big box of them. But you want to lay your forks out in kind of a fan shape, so the bottoms are touching and the tops are touching somewhat. Now they don't have to be perfect because we're going to glue those eventually, so they'll get there. And then you need a circle. And I'm just using a piece of scrap paper, and I don't have the big fancy punches and stuff, so I just decided what size I was going to need, and I had something about that size, which is a lid to my container over here, and so I just traced around it and cut it out. There's always ways to get around. You have to excuse me today. I am not really with it. My mother-in-law was diagnosed with COVID, and they called this morning and said she took a turn for the worst. She has pneumonia on top of it now, so they're talking possibly a ventilator, so I'm a little worried about her. So my head's not completely in the game, but we'll get through this. The first one that I made, I glued it down, and I glued it down wrong. So everybody makes mistakes. I just peeled it off. It's not that big of a deal. I'm going to get my scoreboard here, and we're going to put 2 score lines in the middle of this circle. Now my circle measures a little over 4.5. So I'm going to find my center, and I'm going to go like 2 ticks from the center and make my score line on the left, and then 2 ticks and make my score line on the right. It doesn't have to be perfect, but you know, somewhere in the center, because you want the center kind of between the 2 score lines that you make. Alright, and then I'm going to take my burnishing tool, and I'm just going to burnish that out, flatten, put them score lines in there good. Okay. And we're going to lay all your forks out into it like the fan shape that you have. And you're going to want to put this, is going to be glued on there, but you want to make sure you don't glue it down too close to your score line, which is kind of what I did. So I'm going to try to peel some of this back, because otherwise it's going to stick out, which I can cover up with lace, that's not a problem. And it'll just add a little more stability to it, really. But I just want to let you see that I did screw it up. I try not to take my mistakes out, because hopefully you can learn from them. Okay, that's probably good enough. Just don't want it to be bumpy. There we go. All right. So we're going to take our hot glue gun, and we're going to put glue on 1/2 of our circle, avoiding you don't want to put it in where your score lines are, because you're going to need those later. My hot glue gun does not seem to be very hot yet. Okay. All right. And then you're going to place that on down to the bottom, and try not to get it on your score lines, or glue it to the table, because I've done that before too. All right, then we're going to flip it over, okay. I did get it on my score line just a little bit, but that's all right. All right, now I'm going to glue the other side. avoiding the score lines, as you want that to have a little foundation there on the bottom. All right, so then this is what you're going to have at this point. Now I'm going to go through and I'm going to put a little bit of hot glue where all of the junctions of these forks meet. And it doesn't have to be a gob of glue, just enough to hold those two together. Trying to do this where you can see what I'm doing. You just basically want those not to be wobbling all over the place when you're trying to work with it. Get my thing out of the way there. Well, that guy was way over there, wasn't he? Okay. And you just hold that for just a few seconds. It doesn't really take very long. All right, so that's what we have so far. Get a sip of coffee here. I hope everyone's doing well today. It's a little chilly out there this morning when I went out. All right, make sure I wasn't stuck there. And you can make these any color, any kind of lace. I've got a thick piece of lace here and some thinner one. I've got all different kinds we're going to use on this. So the next thing that you want to do is you want to flip it over and you want to connect your thicker piece of lace, or you can do 2 or 3 rows through here. That doesn't matter. However you want it to look. Actually, I think on the last one I made this piece that I put on here, you really couldn't see much anyway. But I'm just going to attach a piece of lace to the back right there. And that's another thing too, you don't have to cover the back if you're going to like hang this on a wall or something like that where nobody's really going to see the back too much. I kind of tend to like to do the back because I like things to look completely finished. But I mean, it's not a must. That's just a little quirk of mine. My husband says part of my OCD, I guess. And what we're going to do is we're just going to weave this back and forth through these forks. And you could even do this part before you glue your forks together if you wanted to. It might even be a little easier. I'm not sure about that. I'm sure it would work, but I'm not sure if it'd be easier or not. So we're just going to go back and forth. Trying to keep this in frame so you can see what I'm doing here. Through there, all the way down. Turned the heat on earlier. It's a little warm in here. This old house, I'm telling you, every time you turn it up 1 notch, it thinks it has to go 3 or 4. It's always hot when the heater is on, and then it gets cold when it cools off because of all the draft, I guess. Sometimes it's a pain in the butt if it sticks on your little fork tongs. Yeah, try to make sure your lace is staying straight on you. You could use a piece of old lace tablecloth for this. a lace scarf. And it doesn't have to be perfect right now because we're gonna straighten it out a little bit once we get it all on there. I'm hoping I'm keeping this in frame. It's a little harder to do it. It takes a little longer when you're at a weird angle, I guess. Okay, come back up through here. I had a request too for this small book here, a tutorial on how to do that. So we're going to do that hopefully one day this week, depending on what all's going on, I guess. And we are going to get to our junk envelopes, so don't be throwing your junk envelopes away because we're going to need those. Okay. Now you can either glue this onto the back of this one, or I like, since this one is covered, maybe I should have used one more fork. Maybe an even number is good. I'm going to, am I going to? No, I'm not. I am going to glue it to the back because we'll cover that up with other stuff. All right, before you glue that last piece down though, now is your time to go through and straighten it out a little bit. Pull it down where you want it to be. Yeah, if it's a little bunchy at the bottom, it's going to happen, but we're going to cover that anyway, so. But just get it now to look kind of the way you want it to look. And then we're going to flip it over and we're going to glue that piece of lace to the back of this one. Let go. Let go my lace. Okay. Just going to glue that down, and then I'm going to trim that off. Okay. Out of my way. And just glue any little piece that didn't want to stick first time. Because you always got a lagger. Okay. Alright, so that's what we have so far. Now you can finish this off however you want to do it. I mean, it's your project. You can glue another piece on there. You can run you a stitch through there and make this a bunched up lace if you want. I just basically use that as a foundation, and then I work from there. Let's see, let's find us, there we got a piece of eyelet here. Just cut a piece of that. Maybe. I'm going to put this little piece of eyelet right across the top of my paper there. Right on the very top. Cut that excess off. Use that another time. Now I have some ribbon I'm going to put on this. Oops. Grab that real quick. Sorry, I should have had all my stuff gathered up. I guess I didn't. I have this pink ribbon here, or trim. I can find the end of it. There it is. All right. And I'm eventually going to run this, if I can get it to stay, down through there on the opposite ones that we didn't cover before, to make that look a little prettier. So right now I'm going to find me some lace. What do I want? I got a bucket of lace, or a box of lace over here. I'm going to start up here first so we can start getting that full. Actually, no, I don't like that. I'm thinking here what I like and what I don't want on there. That's kind of pretty. Oh, I think that'd be pretty on there. That matches that pretty good, doesn't it? I think we're going to go with that. We'll go with that next. And these glue sticks go out fast, don't they? Start here. And I'm going to leave a little overhang over here because the strings are out of that, and I want to trim that off. Work this way. Down through here. Trying not to go too far at one time or my glue will dry before I get there. Alright. Let's try that again. I want to go down a little further. I want to meet up with that a little bit better. There we go. It's one thing good about hot glue is it'll let you slide it around a little bit. Be careful you don't get it stuck on your tines at the top, because that can be a hassle. Especially if you glue it down before you realize it. I've done that before. I would imagine anything wrong to do, I've done it at one time or another. But that's one good thing about crafts. It's real forgiving. It's easy to fix. All right, we're going to trim this. Yeah, I like that. It goes with this really nice. And then I'm going to trim this end. All right. Oh, I wish that was longer. I would make another row, but I might put it here. Under this eyelet. You know, with this, it's make it any way you like. Go crazy with it. I like that. That's just long enough. It just wants to be there, doesn't it? So we'll let it. We'll just let it be there. I want it to go under this eyelet lace. Which eyelet lace is my favorite lace. I think it is so pretty. I like all lace, but I used to have a whole bunch of lace, but I'm running low on my lace. going to put a glue little pleat in this last piece here where it wasn't gathered anymore to finish that off. Perfect. That doesn't happen very often for things to come out perfect. Now, I'm wondering, my lace I was going to put down through there, I don't know. I think that's a little light now, don't you? Maybe we'll use white. Or do I have off-white? Yeah, I do have this off-white here. We'll use this down through there. That'll be pretty. This lace, or trim, here I got from the Dollar Tree here in town. And that's the same lace I used on the top of these cans. And if we put that down through there, which in hindsight I probably should have done that before I put this on, but that doesn't matter. We'll fix it. You learn how to fix a lot of stuff when you make stuff flying by the seat of your pants, which is pretty much what I do. There we go. Oops, there's glue stuck on me. Yeah, I think that looks nice with that, doesn't it? Alright. So we'll do that. Down through there. I'm just putting glue just on those fork, I don't know what you call them, fork stems, tines. No, the tines are the top. I don't know what they're called. Handles, fork handles, that's what they're called. Boy, my mind is not with it today, is it? If you guys are on Facebook, post these. Post yours. If you make one of these, post it in the comments under the video. I'd like to see how it turned out. Because different people have different styles. They like different colors. And I pretty much like all styles. But I would really like to see them if you make one. And I'm sure everyone else would too. One more. Yeah, I like that. Could have made my circle down here a little neater. All right, well, we need something across the top there. I really wish I had another piece of this, but I don't. So, let's see what we do have. Oh, that's blue. Well, I was going to make a blue fan. I didn't think I had any blue lace, but I do have one piece there. Probably wouldn't have been enough, though. I don't know, should we get wild and crazy and put some little dangles up there? I don't know. Maybe down here. I don't know. I have to think about that. It might be a little too crazy for me. Let's see. I know I have some bigger eyelet. Where is it at? Oh, let's try this piece. This piece might look pretty up there. Yeah, we're gonna do that. And I'm sure you guys are probably a little smarter than me. It's probably been easier to start from the top with lace and go down, but I, for some reason, always go the other way. I guess I like to see it stage by stage. I just need to make sure I cover the top of the forks and get underneath this. So, Grace. Sorry, guys. My mailman's coming and she does not like the mailman. I don't know why she doesn't like the mailman, because a lot of times the mailman brings her dresses to wear and she doesn't like them. She's getting used to them, but she is a teacup Yorkie and they get cold really easy, so I try to put a coat or something on her when I take her outside, because to go to the bathroom in the winter, because she takes forever. But she does not like it when he comes. I guess that's the reason, I'm not sure. Oh, I almost didn't get that down far enough. Let's push him down a little bit more. There we go. Okay. I'm going to pull that one off because I still don't think it's down quite far enough. It's hard to do something upside down. Okay. There we go. There we go. All right. I want to thank you guys for subscribing and sharing my channel with your friends. Hopefully we'll get our subscription up there to where we can do the giveaway. I have something really cool planned for that. Okay. Now normally, like I said, I like to finish the backs too. So normally if I have extra, I'm going to go ahead and go across the back of it too, but I'm not going to do that today, just because for time's sake, I don't want you guys to have to be here for 2 hours. Well, I tend to be having some issues here. I'll make sure this end is glued down. But yeah, normally I would do the back also. Alright, now I think I'm going to run a piece of this, let me move that pink, a piece of this lace right across here. Yeah, I think that will look nice. Because I like the white, but I don't want it to be overpowering, since I kind of changed gears and went more toward this off-white. So I don't want the white to be really in your face, which I could ink it a little bit, which I have done before. Actually, this lace, trying to see how much of this I need. This lace here was white. I tea stained that so that it would be a muted color. Glue sticks are hiding back there. I really think these are so pretty and look pretty hanging up. I actually might hang this on my wall up here. What I need to do is go put some stuff in the attic out of the spare room, since all this COVID crap, nobody's using it, and put my craft room back up there where I would have a little more room and know where stuff is at. You ever have that problem? You buy something, you know you bought it, you know you put it somewhere, and you can't find it. Which I'm having, because I bought some brooches with some rhinestones on them, different colors, which one of would be perfect down here in the middle of this fan, but I don't know what I did with them. I have such a small area down here that stuff is tucked so many places that it's hard to find anything. But we'll get it all sorted out. I'm going to trim this side a little more. I did it upside down and it's really crooked and it's really bugging me. That's better. And I save all these little scrappy pieces because, you know, little snippets and stuff, you can use those on them, little pockets. Yeah. So we've got that. I'm wondering, do I want to put something down there? I don't know. Let's, now we get to decorate it and pretty it all up. Let's see what we want to do. These flowers, I got from trying to remember if I got these from Estee or Chinku Crafts, 40 piece. You get 40 of them, and they weren't real a lot, but the code if you want to get some are X000ZM1PCB. I'm pretty sure I got them on Etsy at Chinku, which is CHENKOU Crafts. Oh, that brown one even looked pretty on there, wasn't it? I don't really do a whole lot with brown, but I think that looks kind of pretty on there, doesn't it? Oops. I think we might use that. There's a couple beige ones. What else do we have? These, now I know I got these from Estee. Pretty positive. And they are from Those Days. Wedding, event, and home decor. Yeah, Estee.com. Those Days is where I got these. I really like these. She does a really great job on these flowers. They are so pretty. And let's see. Well, that would look pretty too, wouldn't it? Put a pop of purple down there? What do you think? I don't know. I'll have to think about that. But let's start with these. These I do like, which I'm surprised I like. This one looked a little funky. I think it got an extra thread stuck on there that's not supposed to be on there. Or something. But we can fix it. Let's see, let's put one there, one there, one in the middle. There, better. And a couple of those. Not that one. I like this one better. Sorry for the noise of the packaging. Ah, I was going to say I needed another brown one or another peachy colored one. I guess that's peach or off-white. One of the two. Do we like that? Does that look like too much? Actually, I think if I could find the one that's holding them all together. There it is. I think if we take and make us a little bouquet, let me open this one up, or just pull those out. Save these little metal things too, because you never know when those will come in handy. I think maybe I do need a pop of that purple in there. I wasn't going to use it. I was going to keep it more of a muted, but I think it needs it. Boy, I have the hardest time trying to figure out where the one is that hooks these all together. Well, I thought that was it, but it's not. That's all right. I can pull them out. Okay. All right. We're going to make us a little bouquet here. Turn face forward, guys. Face forward. Put this one down here. I think that might look okay right there. All right, let's move those. Going to curl this around in the back. These are little paper flowers and they are so pretty. That's going to be too bulky. We'll have to cut some of that off. Where's my wire cutters? Here we go. We'll cut some of this off. Maybe. Maybe we will. Well. Oh, there it went. Sometimes you gotta tell them who's the boss, don't you? I think that'd be pretty right there. All right, well, let's put them down. These ones are ribbon, these ones. These flowers are ribbon flowers. And they are so pretty. And as always, guys, don't forget to check out the links below. The Facebook groups are wonderful. Those ladies are all awesome. I can get these to stay. Normally would have put a brooch right here. A piece of lace, and then I probably should have put a piece of lace behind these, but a piece of lace and a brooch. But like I said, for some reason, I can't find my brooches. I have some little pearls, little glass pearls here. Those are not going to stay there, are they? They're going to roll. I'm going to find some of the same size. Probably should put them in different containers, but well, let's start with that. This little container my husband brought me home from work. He's gotten into the habit, if they have any of those little containers or any kind of little plastic container, he'll bring it home for me. Let's see, where do we want? We want to put the, yeah, I think those will look cute across there. Maybe every other one. I'm still trying to figure out what to make with his snus boxes. I told him if he did the round ones, then I would have lots of things to do with those. But he said he wasn't going to change so I could have his boxes. All right, I think we need 2 more across there. 1, 2. Oh, what was I thinking? I was way down there. Y'all just let me do that. I know you were probably all saying, hey, that's too low. There we go. And one more. Yeah, I like that. These are the boxes that I'm talking about. They're kind of hard to open, but they would make like good storage boxes for like those little beads or something like that. But knowing me, trying to open them, he said he can fix them to where they're open a little easier, but I would probably throw them all over the place. But it's not flat on here. If it was flat on here, but it's not. It has, the letters are raised and this is raised. So I'm not sure. If anybody has any idea of what to do with these, let me know. Because we have a bunch of them. And if I don't come up with something soon, I'm going to have to pitch them because we're running out of room. Just can't keep everything. All right, I'm going to trim this up a little bit down through here. Just because it was bugging me a little bit. Okay. That's better. See, I had these two. I could have put one of those down there. You can decorate these however you want. Now, I do want to put a little, which I should have put underneath there, but I'll use this. And the last time I made this, the one that I posted on Facebook, I had the little pearls that are on a string. I had those, and I sat and I weaved those in and out through these holes. I'm not doing that today because that took forever. My fingers just don't like that. But it did look very, very pretty. So I probably should, but I'm not going to make you sit and watch me do that because that would take forever. And then you want to tuck this up under your flowers or your brooch or whatever you're putting there, because you don't want it to see the end of that. So you just tuck it up under there and glue it down. I might put the beads, well actually the ones I have I don't think are are the off-white like these. They're the regular white, so it may not have looked that good in there anyway, but who knows. But yeah, I weaved them in and out through there all the way through the lace. But there you have it. Look pretty hanging on the wall. Let me move you up. I'm trying not to make you... Yeah, so you could hang it on the wall. You know, whatever you want to do with it. Give it as a gift. It makes a great Happy Mail gift. Or a rack gift, which is just a random act of kindness gift. Something you just want to go send it to somebody. A present for, you know, one of your family that likes fans or what have you. Definitely, if you're going to give it as a present, I would definitely do the back, because they may hang it up, they may not, you don't know. But it does look much nicer with the back done. I would show you on here the one I put on Facebook, but I can't do that because I sent it to, it was a swap, and I've already sent it out. So, I can't show you what it looks like that way. But I think this one I'm going to hang up on the wall, so... or I might give it as a gift, just because gift to somebody. Who knows? And in that case, I will eventually finish the back of it. But I'd have to get more of this lace, because I want the back to match my front. I think that would look better. So, but yeah, there you have it. And like I said, one day this week we'll do the tutorial for that book to show you how to do the pages on the inside of that. And we'll start on our junk mail stuff and our file folders. I will show you those again here this week or next week, depending on what goes on with everything else. We'll be making this out of the hanging file folders. That's what this is made out of. And we'll be making this, which is made out of our junk mail. Our junk envelopes that you get in the mail all the time. We're going to use those to make these. And we're going to make these at some point. Probably make this next week, I'm not sure. But within the next couple of weeks. These are some of the projects we're going to be working on, just some of them. And this you can use for Happy Mail or rack mail, or you know, just something to send to a friend, or you could store ephemera in there. But you could fill this full of little goodies like these and send them to someone. You know, you can put little ephemera cards in there. There's a pocket in the back too to put some stuff in. You know, they're just a cute little thing. Or you can put them in a journal. Might be a little bulky if you do, but you don't have to roll these. You could fold them, just fold them back. I just thought the rolling would look nice. I saw somebody made one of these, and I can't remember who it was, but it was made out of cloth. And they, you know, sewed it up and made it to send Happy Mail to somebody. And I thought, well, I bet you could make those out of paper too, and you can. So we'll be doing that too. Just some of the projects to look forward to that are coming up. I got a lot of ideas rolling around in my head. It's just getting them straight to where I can sit down and do it. And again, I thank you guys so much for subscribing to my channel and for sharing my page and encouraging other people to subscribe. I really appreciate that. You don't know how much I appreciate it. And check out the links below, the Facebook groups and the other channels that I have linked on there. They're all great, wonderful women, and you'll learn some stuff from them. Post your things that you've made that we've done on here in the comments, so other people can see those, so they can learn from you as well. Yeah. God bless everybody. Stay safe. Bye-bye.